Hola, mi Bisshhs. Tis I, Clois, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram. And today it looks like we have a mess going on. So I have here Aphrodite's Lover mixed with Smelly Cat from Madame Glam. This light pink is going to be a mix of Temptation with white. And then we are going to have Madame Glam You're the Pink mixed with a little bit of Haughty for this next situation. So we've got Nail Addict, Madame Glam, and Revel Nail all kind of around the table here. Trying to get these perfect colors. So, the Nail Addict Aphrodite's Lover was a little too dark. I have an inspo pic here that y'all will see at some point. I don't know if I'll put it right here or if I actually end up showing it on my phone later on. But it was too dark. I could have, gone with the dark, whatever. But I wanted it to actually be as close to the picture as I could get it. So I made this lighter brown, nude tan color. It's not even brown. It's like nude tan. And then the pink wasn't pinking. I didn't have the right pinks, so I had to mix those. So we've got our bright kind of pink that more like the pale pink that I mixed with white to make even more pale. And then we've got like the Barbie pink that it was okay. And so you're gonna see me use a couple of layers of You're the Pink from Madame Glam by itself, and then top it with the mixture that's the You're the Pink mixed with Haughty from Revel. Only because, I don't know, there was a rhyme to my madness, but I don't know if I can articulate it correctly. So, anywho, I am adding 2 layers of all of these colors across my nail. So, I currently do have a French tip, builder gel situation currently going on. And that is going to peek through ever so slightly on these, just because they're not super duper uber opaque. So, anyways, I'm going to be doing these. This is that, Temptation mixed with white. So the white is from Nail Addict as well. So I think it's called White Addict. And then yeah, that is the new name, right? Because they used to be Nail Reserve and now they're Nail Addict. I'm pretty sure that I've got that order correct. Anywho, and then now we're coming in with the Madame Glam You're the Pink. And I am using this. This layer is straight out of the bottle. I haven't mixed anything with this layer for these 2 nails. So I've got my middle and ring are the nude. My pinky is going to be the lightest pink. And my index and my thumb are going to be the darker pink. And we are just going to go from there. And that is that. Guys, this makes me sad. I filmed this pre-cut. I have had, just the other day I cut my thumbnail off because it was starting to tear and I was so sad, but it was time for it to go anyways. I just wanted to start all over. I've got other things I need to be doing and stuff with my nails, and so unfortunately it did have to go at some point, and so I went ahead and cut it off. But oh my god, seeing it now, I'm like, it was so pretty. That was my natural nail, and it went strong for about 2 or 3 months, and now it's gone. And that is the longest. That's my record right there on getting my nails that long and pretty strong too. I was impressed, but she is gone now, so R.I.P. to the thumb. So yeah, now we're going in with our second layers. So again, for I believe it was for the pinks. I did not do it for the nude, the Aphrodite's Lover mixed with Smelly Cat situation. I didn't do it. But for the pinks, I did end up doing 3 layers of pink. And you're going to see here, I already did my second layer on these, and I'm just showing you now this last layer. So in the camera, it doesn't seem like there's a big difference between the You Are the Pink versus You Are the Pink mixed with Haughty from Revel. However, However, when I was doing it in person, I seen the slightest little difference, and it really did make all the difference to me. So that's why I am doing that. And we are going to make 3 of these nails matte. So my index, middle, and ring are all going to be matte. So that's that. That's what I'm doing now. And I am sorry also that I have not uploaded in a while. You know, we were gone for Thanksgiving for the week. I still managed to have some like pre-film stuff when we got back. Everything just pretty much just went flying everywhere, y'all, because this last week I was in the hospital with my son. He is okay, just diabetic related issues along with a crazy high fever and an infection. So it was just a lot. We are home. He is good. He should be able to go back to school tomorrow. He's feeling better, but it's just been a lot. So all of the things that I had planned for this last week, none of it got done. And it was a pretty jam-packed week. So I'm trying really hard now to come back full swinging and trying to make that up before the end of the year. So we'll see what happens. Pray. Thoughts and prayers are always welcomed over here for everything. And so now I am just taking that same mixture that we had going on, and I am with that nude color, and I am creating a sweater nail. So I am going to just be creating 2 little parallel lines going down the nail. We're going to do like do 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 do, you know, like little notches. And then we're going to connect the top left to the bottom right, top left to the bottom right, so on and so forth, just like that. And that's going to be our pattern for the center. And then I'm just going to create 2 actual long going parallel lines. We're going to do one on the right side, one on the left side of the pattern that we already made. And then I have not cured any of this yet. If you need to do it in steps, you totally can. But you're going to want to put powder before you cure because this is going to be the textured nail. So still not curing. Now I'm going to go in and add diagonal notches going down the nail on the empty spaces that we have on these sides. And now I'm going to pour clear acrylic over said situation. And we will cure that for a minute. You really want to make sure that that gel does cure with the powder and everything. But if you need to do this in steps, what you would do is do one part of your design, cover in acrylic, cure, dust it off, go in with the second part of your design, acrylic, cure, dust it off, so on and so forth until you get finished with what you're doing. That's just how you would do that. And for this nail, I am using actual straight Aphrodite's Lover from Nail Addict. This is what the color actually looks like, not diluted down. And I am doing a plaid nail. Now, clearly, from the angle I was looking at, this looked more straight. And looking at it from this angle, I'm like, wow, that is crooked AF. So just really look at all your things all the way around, y'all, because yeah, you don't know, really, until you see it from every single point of view. Now, with that, though, we are doing this plaid nail, so I am curing. I'm flash curing, which is 10 seconds in the light out, just to hold it steady, so it don't go nowhere. That's what I'm doing here. Guys, I wish y'all could actually, maybe I should, like, film myself doing these voiceovers and make that a video compilation of some sort, because I'm over here in my closet talking to myself. I mean, talking to you guys, but in the grand scheme of things, talking to myself, using my hands like a mad person because I cannot talk without my hands. So I'm over here doing this little situation, and it just occurred to me that I probably look like a crazy person in my closet if anybody just actually happened to come see me like this. But anywho, I am using my little cleanup brush when needed. It's just dipped in some alcohol and then tapped on my paper towel so it's not flooding with alcohol, because then it'll just create a mess on the nail if you go in with just a brush loaded with alcohol. So tap it on a napkin or something first before you go in, just to not water that gel and make it spread everywhere. And then coming back in, for this, I am using my Maniology double-ended brushes. So they're pretty good. I really like them. I use them. I've actually started using them a lot more than my Beetles and McCart brushes. However, I did buy new brushes. I haven't used any of them yet though, because I'm afraid. You know that new brush, you're just like, oh, I want to use you, but then at the same time, I don't know. Anywho, for these brushes, I do have a discount code with Maniology for 10% off, and it is Cloyce, and it will save you that 10% off of anything on the website except from the subscription box. And so here you're going to see the picture, and this is what I'm trying to do, and I'm just trying to see where these, like, lines layer up and everything, because they are layered, with, like, the pink being on the top, the pink being at the bottom, the white being here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to go in order of that to create these lines to get that correct layered look. And so, yeah, that's all we're doing. We're just doing these little lines, some thicker, some thinner, going this way across the nail, that way across the nail, vertical, horizontal, just creating that situation. And I am still cleaning stuff up because I need it. And then we're going to have our little plaid effect. And that is going to be it for those two middle nails. The rest of the nails are going to be very simple and easy. We're just doing snowflakes on all of them. And so I'm just going to show you guys one nail because it's very repetitive. And I'm going to show you how to, like, in detail, how I do my snowflakes when I'm wanting them simple, easy, more or less quick, and not such a big hassle. So that's what I'm going to show y'all for the snowflakes right here. So I'm using my dotting tool. You can use big, small, that depends on how you want the base of your snowflake. And I am creating one big dot in the middle, and then we are going outwards to the bottom, outwards to the top, outwards to the side, and outwards to the other side. And this can really be, it's as many dots as you want it to be. I find 2 in each direction to be my favorite way. And then we're going to create even smaller dots towards the center. And I like the dots in that center area to be just one dot. And then we are going to load a liner brush up, starting from the middle because you want that to be your thickest point. You're going to just drag through those dots outwards. And that's what's going to give you the point at the end, is dragging it outwards and then lifting the brush. And I'm just going to keep doing that through all of the dots, always making sure that I'm starting at the middle focal point of that dot, because that is our center point. You want it to stay the thickest and the most, like, pronounced area. And then everything else is just, you see those in-between lines are going to be shorter because there's only one dot. So you just want to go through the dots and create that point, and that's a snowflake. That's really it. If you want a quick, easy snowflake, that is it. And then I'm just creating that little, like, flash flare star in the corners. And that's it. That's it for all of those nails. That's what I did on my pinky and my index finger. Now, I realized that the index finger was not, in fact, matte. It was glossy. However, I decided to leave mine matte, and I'm going to make my snowflake glossy, if that makes sense. So I am top coating this nail again with more matte so we can lock in that liner brush situation. And so now I'm going to top coat my pinky and my thumb in glossy top coat. And then we will do my index finger. I'm just going to take a liner brush for my index finger. I am, yes, capping my free edge. We're just going to take a liner brush for my index finger, and I'm essentially just going to do the same thing and how I made the snowflakes, to just go over the snowflakes. I'm just not going to use the dotting tool part. I'm just using the liner brush, which y'all will see. Oh, another fun tidbit of my week. Before I ended up in the hospital with my son, I fell down the stairs and I bruised my tailbone. So it has been so fun to try and sit down and lay down and sleep, because the only time I'm not in pain is when I'm standing. And who wants to just stand around all day? Not me. Especially doing nails and stuff. Like, what? Y'all, just, yeah. It's been a time, all right, over here. So let's just, so close to the end, and it just seems like everything's being tossed at me right here at the end. So, anyways, yeah, it's been rough. So, now is when I'm going to take that liner brush and top coat and start on this star situation. Now, clearly, you at some point probably could get this just absolutely perfect, but this ain't my time. I ain't that gal. So we may have a few little straggly little lines that might be glossy on this matte situation, but honestly, I couldn't tell after looking, and it's even possible that, you know, the whole snowflake wasn't, in fact, top-coated glossy, but we didn't top-coat the stars in, or the snowflakes in matte, therefore it shouldn't actually be completely ever matte, ever. I just wanted it to be extra shiny and glossy, is why I decided to go in with a top coat. But, anywho, I digress. These are my winter pink nails. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, Bisshhh!